Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at GameFromScratch, and we got a 2 for Friday. Channeling my inner Canadian, it's time for a 2 for A. Because what we're looking at today is two stories in one. The first one is, I'd like to say it's not a happy story, but really, honestly, it's not really that sad of a story either. It's just sort of, I don't know, a story. And the second thing is something new, and I'm going to share with you in just a few moments. But first, that sad but not sad thing. You know Brackeys. Brackeys is probably one of the most popular YouTube channels for game development. It's been around for, I think, 8 or 9 years now. They do primarily Unity tutorials. Well, kind of sad news there. 1.21 million subscribers, videos that make 4 million views, and if you go to his videos now, you will see his most recent, and sad to say, last video is goodbye and thank you for everything. So yeah, Brackeys is basically shutting down. Now there's no really bad reason. That's why this isn't a terrible story. He's just, I don't know, done. He did what he did. He kind of got a little sick of it and wanted to get out of the world of game development. So all of the stuff is going to stay up. Brackeys, all the tutorials that you may have used to learn Unity or learn things about Unity, they are all staying up. The websites, the Discord channel, the community, all of that stuff, it is all staying up. As far as I know, the only thing that is being actually removed is the patron page. Now, he is, of course, not making any new content, so it's effectively a dead channel now, but the content will all be there. Everything that exists today will continue to exist going forward, and his reasons were, just wanted to do something other than game development, wanted to look into different things, wanted to spend some time with the family, wanted to, like, reassess things, and you know what? They say you change careers 5 times in your life. He's been at this apparently since he was, like, 12 years old, so I kind of get where he's coming from, even though he's making me feel really old right now. But yeah, so best of luck to you going forward, Brackey. I'm sure there are a ton of people out there that learned Unity because of you, and on behalf of all of them, thank you, and best luck and best wishes with whatever endeavor you go on next. And now on to part 2 of our twofer. So now we're going to talk about something called Odysee. In order to understand what Odysee is, specifically get to know what library is, in order to understand what library is, you're going to have to know why I joined it. And the reason why I joined it is because YouTube, I love the channel, I'm really appreciative for everything they've got here, but it has flaws. And back in May, I was blackmailed by some script kiddie, and they were abusing YouTube's takedown system, and I could have lost my channel. It was an eye-opener, it was pure stupidity, and in the end, it all got resolved, but I learned my lesson. I can't have all of my eggs in one basket, so I went looking for another basket. Now, there's a lot of YouTube alternatives or attempted killers out there. None of them have really succeeded, and yeah, but it was a good idea to get my stuff somewhere else, and that's exactly what I did. So in addition to publishing everything I publish on YouTube, I also publish to a service called Library. So if you want to check it out, it's available at library.tv. The entire idea behind Library is it is powered by the power of buzzwords. Yes, Library is a blockchain-based YouTube alternative. Basically, they use the same technology for cryptocurrency, for video distribution. They also have their own cryptocurrency, LBC, that they use to compensate creators. You also get them for being a viewer. It's an interesting test. Basically, they're trying to create a YouTube alternative, and they've got all of the things that YouTube alternatives need. They have discoverability, they have an air of legitimacy because they actually do take down copyrighted content when requested, and they compensate their creators. So it's an interesting platform, and I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you're a creator like me and you want to make sure that there's a copy of all of your content out there in case things get really bad. Now, the downside is, and the reason I've never actually made a video here talking about Library is because it wasn't the greatest experience, to be honest. It would buffer like mad. Trying to watch videos was crap. The search engine wasn't really that great. And when you first came to Library, if you went to the homepage for Library, well, you got a lot of cryptocurrency posts and other stuff like that. Like, a lot of it felt like, okay, this stuff was kicked off of YouTube, so now it's on Library. It's not like first-line creators. It's stuff from just, I don't know, the second tier. Now we've actually started to get better and better content on Library, and more importantly, it got a facelift. So we're gonna head on over here. This is Odysee. Now, Odysee is powered by Library. This is the same blockchain distributed thing of videos behind the scenes, same currency, same everything else, but a new front end. And to be honest, it is finally pleasant to use, which I really appreciate. On top of that, we got this new user interface. Another thing I really like about it is, if you scroll down, my recent video is featured on the front page. So, hey, I like to see that for sure. So this is, again, a possible competitor to YouTube. And I know a lot of people are kind of getting sick of Google/YouTube stuff. And if you want to go to another place where creators are actually rewarded for hosting their content there, or if you are a creator and want to back your content up somewhere, they make it automatic. These guys automatically sync everything I do over there. So you'll see I have my channel over there. Just search GameFromScratch. Channel is right here. Obviously, it is a great deal smaller than on YouTube, but hey, this thing could grow into something, or it could just disappear completely. But this new facelift is much nicer. Everything I publish to YouTube will ultimately end up on Odysee, and Odysee is a lot nicer to work with. So this is my channel. Anything I have published will be up within a couple of hours of going on YouTube. It is an automatic process. I don't have to do anything, and I like not having to do anything. I really, really do. So here you can see, again, back to the homepage, Odysee.com. I also kind of like the name. I think they've done a good job there. You'll find discoverability is pretty solid. So example, I do a search for the Godot game engine, and okay, so this time it's going to be really slow in the search results, but here we see we got a Godot game development category that someone has created, and you're going to see there's a few of us creators are over there. I am here. GD Quest, Nathan is over here, and a few other creators are here as well. And you're seeing we're getting more and more content on other subjects. So Godot is being covered here. Various different game engines are being covered here. I'm actually monopolizing a lot of the game engine subjects on Odysee, but we are seeing more and more creators come on board, and I think that is awesome. So I like having an alternative home on the web, and I also really appreciate the fact that now, if I pick a video, it loads quite a bit faster, the experience is quite a bit nicer, the commenting system and everything else is a lot nicer. No comments on this particular video, but you'll get what I mean. It is just an improvement in general. At the same time, it's got good discoverability, and more importantly, the recommended videos down the side are also getting a lot better. So you're getting a more YouTube-like experience on a place that isn't YouTube. So if you want to, check that out. You can subscribe to me over there. They also actually pay people in their own cryptocurrency for watching and participating on Odysee/library. So I do recommend checking that out. I will have all the appropriate links down below. So in summary, yep, check out Odysee, complete facelift for library. Game from Scratch is up on there. And finally, Brackey, goodbye, man. You helped a lot of people. I'm sure people appreciate it. And yeah, so that's it. Have a good weekend, everybody. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.